Y'all, we're talking all things alpacas today, getting ready for Alpaca Farm Days this weekend. Tune in now.
Welcome to Discover Statesville, the show that takes you on a captivating journey through the heart of one of North Carolina's most charming towns.
Welcome back, everyone. We're so excited to have you back with us here on Discover Statesville. Even more excited that we're going to be talking about all things alpacas. Today we have Val and Javi from Serenity Alpacas, and we're going to be talking about how they got started and how you can come experience alpacas at Alpaca Farm Days this weekend. So welcome, Val.
Hi. How are you? Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited you're here. I just want everyone to know that I'm just going to hold this the entire show because it's a teddy bear made out of alpacas, and it's so soft. I'm not sharing, and this teddy bear doesn't get to go home with you. I'm buying this today, but so welcome. I had the opportunity to meet you guys. I guess it's been
couple of years ago.
2 years ago now. Yeah. Val reached out through social media. It's amazing how many people we get connected to that way, and said, "Hey, we have an alpaca farm, and we'd like you to come out and check it out." So we did, and we brought the whole team from Visit North Carolina.
That's right.
We had a big old time. So I know how you got started, but we want our listeners to know, how do you end up in Stony Point, North Carolina, running an alpaca farm?
How did we start?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll start with the fact that I was born in Peru, Lima. Mm-hmm. Came here when I was, about 18, 19 years old, went to college, moved to Statesville, lived there for a while, and we were looking for more land. Ireland County is home, and we wanted to stay here. Once we purchased the property where we are at, we decided we need to do something with the property. We cannot just have woods sitting there, so let's put the land to work a little bit for us. And sitting around wondering what to do. One night, Val starts with, I think I want to do mini cows. Well, I don't know anything about mini cows.
Too. Yeah.
They're cute. I mean, very, very adorable. Then I was like, well, no, maybe not mini cows. Then she started going to bringing up baby doll sheep. Well, I guess as a way of me deflecting a little bit and maybe making the situation go away, I said, wait a minute, I'm from Peru. Let's do alpacas. And what do you know? Here we are doing alpacas.
What do you know? So did you start out with the alpacas you have now, or do you start out with one alpaca? Or?
No, we started with 3. Like all things, livestock, the learning curve was such that you cannot just have one alpaca because they're a herd animal. So you need 2, 3 is better to start. So we started with 3. A week later was 9. Now we're up to 36. They just multiply, and that's.
And how long ago was this? How long ago did you guys start the alpacas?
2015, I believe it was. Okay. 2015, 16. I think we ended up we finished building our property, all our fences, because fences are vital for alpacas. They have to be confined. I believe it was 2016. Okay. And that's when we had the first group of animals, of alpacas, come up to the farm. And from that point on, it was just a snowball effect.
I learned this about the 3 alpacas when I was up there last week. My daughter and I went up, and we were having so much fun, playing with the alpacas and petting and feeding alpacas. I said, should we get an alpaca? And Val said, well, you have to have 3. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, Stuart, we're not getting the alpaca.
You need 4, one for each family member.
Right. And let me tell you, for us at least, it was one of those things that we first got the 3 that we wanted to get. The idea behind it was we wanted to have alpacas for show quality alpacas. Mm-hmm. There is such a thing as an alpaca show, pretty much like a dog show. Mm-hmm. So we started with our 3 little show boys, and we figured, well, we need to increase the number, and 3 became 9, and.
So now, Richard, you have to start with 3, or
they
Javi was just Val was trying to get you to take 3 with you.
That's right. She was like, you really need 3 because of them being sort of a pack animal. And
that's right.
Oh, How does that work?
One gets lonely.
Correct.
Like
they
we
need,
all
they
do.
need friends. They need friends, and they don't only need friends; they need friends of the same sex. So boys have to be with boys, and girls have to be with girls. And that has more.
Well, we
to
know
do
that's not
with,
true, or you wouldn't end up with 36.
Correct. Correct. True that, but
We'll talk about this more after the show.
yeah, the bunnies and the bees kind of yeah, the alpacas
Sorry, I didn't
are
mean
the
to throw you off
same.
track there, huh?
But
Yeah.
because you just mentioned that, and I asked Val that yesterday or last week when I was up there, you do keep them. You keep the males and the females separate all the time, other than when you're breeding.
Correct.
And breeding is a big part of Serenity Alpacas.
It is a big part. Believe it or not, it's actually second to what we have been doing, which is our agritourism. The show alpaca world is pretty competitive. It is very time consuming in terms of how long it takes to get your stock to be show quality. Alpacas, I don't know if I'm sure she touched on this when you were at the farm. Alpacas, the gestation period of alpacas is over 340 days average. Most of them are going to go over that. So we're talking about a year of being pregnant. And then it takes, minimum of 6 months before they can go to a show. So you're looking at least 2-year process.
Wow.
So it is such a slow turnaround that we figured, we have to do something meanwhile. And that was what gave birth in our farm to the agritourism. And now we have focused a lot more on the agritourism aspect rather than the breeding. I mean, we still breed alpacas. We still breed and take alpacas to shows. But we have found that agritourism is so much more, there is so much more to it. And we have found that we actually enjoy having people at the farm and teaching things alpaca.
Sure.
We usually do a 1-hour tour. Well, I don't think we have had a 1-hour tour. It always runs over.
Sure.
It's 2 hours minimum, and we always tell people, count on at least 2 hours because there's just so much to cover, to talk, and we actually enjoy that.
I haven't had
She
anyone
enjoys it.
come out there that we've sent out there influencer stuff that haven't been invited for dinner. So I think it's usually you guys just love people, and
Yes.
they seem to love you too. So, but let's talk about agritourism for a minute. Because that's how I got introduced to you guys. And we're going to talk about, there's things on the table here, the things that are made from the alpaca, the fur, and you guys are doing cool events out there. But because specifically, we're talking about the Alpaca Farm Days and what people can come out and experience this next weekend with you guys. Tell us specifically about the touring and how that works, and talk to us about Alpaca Farm Days and what people can expect when they come out to see you this weekend.
Well, it's a free event, so everybody's invited to come
Right.
from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Rain or shine, we're going to be open.
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. You'll have the opportunity to purchase shop alpaca products. We're going to have vendors, food vendors. Andrea's
I
bakery
saw,
is
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
there. And I know she has a lot of followers.
She does.
We're
She
excited
does.
about it.
Yeah.
We've got a taco truck
Okay.
that will be making empanadas and
Wonderful.
tacos and all kinds of yummy things. And then on Sunday, an added food truck will be a hot dog vendor will join the group.
Okay.
We also have face painting will be
Correct.
available. We have a really cool pond park. We are calling it Camp Squirrel because there's a lot of squirrels down there. And there's a nice pond, picnic area, benches so you can get your food and trunk down there on your own.
Take a
and
stroll.
Take a stroll down, and it's probably 10 degrees cooler down there than it is up on the farm. And it is usually about 5 to 10 degrees cooler on the farm than in Statesville downtown. So,
Okay. Okay.
if you're looking for a place to cool off,
Wooded areas are
come
nice.
see us.
So, for those of you that are tuning in on video and watching, we'll try to explain this. We have just a collage of pictures from one of our last visits out to Serenity Alpacas. But just so we can talk about a little bit what you can experience with the actual animals. So, here I am with
Pie.
Pie. Yeah.
Pie.
Pie liked me a lot. Or I think that look is, what are you doing? Can you go away now, please, and stop taking pictures? But Pie was a sweetheart. They were all amazing, and they were running around and playing. But we captured Javi down here in one of the smaller pictures, getting a kiss. I think
Pie?
you were saying
Yes.
alpacas are for lovers, or Pie's giving you a kiss. And there was an intern feeding.
Pie.
Feeding Pie. Pie's the star of the show, evidently. So you can feed them, bottle feed them. You guys have food that you can put in your hand and feed
Grain,
them?
correct. And one of the things that we pride ourselves in how we do our agritourism is that we actually invite people into the pens with the alpacas. We just don't have a pasture and we say, we don't just say, here are the alpacas, you can see them through the fence. What we do is an actual educational tour to where you're going to be able to be hands-on with the alpacas, feeding them, feeling their fleece, how it is on the animal. And Val will show you also how that fleece is harvested from the animal every year. And people have the opportunity to hug on the alpacas, kiss the alpacas, feed the alpacas.
An immersive experience with alpacas.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's what Stuart, I've got a picture yesterday of Stuart, and she's in a chair holding was that ta-da?
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Yes.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it was great. She loved it. I think we'll probably be back up for Farm Days this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And
That would be awesome.
Alpaca Farm Days is a national thing, right?
Yes, the Alpaca Owners Association put on this event. I think this is the 17th year or something like that. I can't remember. It's been quite a few years that they've been doing this. They've chosen the third weekend of September of every year to celebrate alpacas in the U.S. So it's a great event. It allows the farms to open up their farms to have visitors come in that otherwise probably couldn't. And in our case, it's a free event. It is encouraged. I guess most farms, it is a free event. And it is a free event, free admission. And we will have some of the alpacas, we're going to have them on pasture because we expect quite a few people. I mean, last year, I think we had somewhere between 500-600 people come by. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate some of the alpacas like Pie and to the front of the barn so people can actually put their hands on the alpacas as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mini like a mini tour that we will be doing, but with a lot more people.
Sure.
And people come from all over the place, right? Not just from Statesville.
Correct. We've had last year we had people,
Virginia.
people from just about everywhere that were passing
South
through.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Virginia.
So
that's super cool.
Anybody's in town, come on by.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think and for someone who's tuning in after Alpaca Days, this doesn't just happen once a year. You can schedule a tour anytime, right? To come out and see you guys, and it's very affordable.
Yes.
You want to talk about that a little bit? How you guys do that?
You can go on serenityalpacas.com and click book a tour. Children 4 and under are free. And then up to 12 is $5 and adults are 10.
Yeah.
So
very affordable day out with the family.
if you want to
Yeah. For a
have
couple of hours
fun
of
for a few
education,
hours.
Yeah.
it's
School groups and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we host events out there too, birthday parties, and Javi's been busy building a playground for the kids. So now we are equipped from babies and up. We
Yeah.
have things that the kids can play on.
Well, and I didn't get to attend, but I saw on social media that you guys did this really cool, partnered with a local artist and did where you a paint party to paint alpacas. And you guys brought this cool thing in studio, which I'm so glad you have. But it's a paint party in a bag.
Yeah.
So you get all the tools, the paint, and a pre-drawn sketch of. I'm just going to say this is Pie.
Sure, why not?
Every photo we have.
Yeah.
So,
It's a pre-done sketch. I don't know if you can see that with the light, but it's so you can paint an alpaca. But the paint party out there looked like tons of fun. Are you guys going to be doing some more of that?
Yes, we're waiting for the weather to turn a little bit cooler.
Right.
we usually will ramp it up sometime in October. Cooler months are a little bit better. It's better for the alpacas too, because we have our pavilion where we host these paint parties, and the alpacas are actually outside with everybody else. So yeah, we're just waiting for the weather to get a little bit cooler.
We all are.
Yes, it is. It is
We're
about
ready.
time in it.
Fall, 2 weekends from now, right?
Yes.
Sipping paints.
Okay.
Depending on the time it starts, it could be a free mimosa.
You guys just
Later
need to-
in the afternoon.
We get creative. We are planning on we're studying the possibilities of building a couple of tiny homes, tiny houses.
Okay.
And do kind of Airbnb rentals.
Yeah.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, that it has migrated from just being a farm focused on show animals to agritourism, and we think that's where it's really the way we are heading
Yeah.
a little bit
It's
more.
amazing the way you guys have diversified and
Yes.
expanded. And
we're hoping that soon we can open up a farm store.
okay.
That's on the planning stages. Well, it's been in the planning stages for 3 years now.
All good things take time. Javi. All good things take time.
They do.
So you mentioned shearing the alpacas, and I told you I was going to be holding this fair the whole time. So it's so soft. Tell us a little bit about that process, and Val, tell us about the products, the wool or the yarn, and the products you have here.
Some of these they're actually our yarn that has been hand spun. This is an example of an art yarn. And I'll ship the fleeces to my hand spinners, and then they make me beautiful, soft, yummy yarns. This is a scarf that Javi's mother is very talented.
Hi, Mom.
Pepe.
Thank you, Mom.
And so this one is actually mohair and alpaca. I mean,
Okay.
if my spinners want to enhance my yarns with something, they can.
Okay.
So this one actually is mohair. Feel how heavy that is?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then this one is just like one of those cowls out of an art yarn that Javi's sister Patty knitted for us.
Okay. Very
So we
talented
have,
family.
Yes,
we
they
have
are.
homemade
They are.
products from our yarns, and we also have store imported products, which is the teddy bear and the chicken, and we have little baby bunnies and guinea pigs, and
Great things.
of course,
Now-
lots and lots of teddy bears.
Can we buy these things online from you, or we come out to the farm, or how do we do that?
Either one. Either
Okay.
one. We have an online store at serenityalpacas.com, or people that come to our tours, or you don't have to come to a tour if you just want to come shop. Just give us a call until we get our farm store opened. Definitely give us a call and come on by.
I think. No, go ahead. Richard.
The one that last week when we were up there, goat soap.
Yes.
I had never heard or seen this before. Can you talk a little bit about goat soap so that?
I can. I didn't bring one. I also use the blanket of the alpaca after it's shorn, and I felt goat soap, and it's like having a built-in washcloth. The goat soap is very creamy. Most women love it because you come out of the shower and you don't have to feel like you have to lotion up, and it's unscented.
And it's local
people
made.
Don't have to worry about being allergic to scents. Some people are really sensitive to that. And the nice thing about it is it's hypoallergenic. Antimicrobial is the alpaca's fibers. So there's lots of benefits to
Oh, wow.
alpaca. One of them also being they were flame retardant. You cannot light it on fire. I don't care. You can use
Not that we tried.
a torch. I have tried,
We have tried.
and you can't do it.
Don't try this at home,
I
folks.
did. I tried it. No.
Wow,
do it.
those are interesting facts. I've never heard of.
They
They
actually do that in Peru.
Okay.
They will take a torch, like you go in a cave to And they put it all over the alpaca just to shrink down the longer hairs to make it more uniform.
This is just her first step into, she's going to have that mini cow and those goats.
Hey, I'm right now. I'm pushing for a Highland cow and a mini.
There's a lot of land out there. I mean, the possibilities are
and
endless.
a mini horse.
I'm getting texts from her every morning. Not mind you, we're married. We live together. I get texts from her every morning with pictures of cows, mini cows. So
And eggs.
I think
Yes.
Well, all for agritourism, it
That's
all
right.
enhances
Right,
the farm.
right.
For the community.
I told her a year ago that we have put a moratorium on building fences, but I guess we have to lift the moratorium now, and we actually have to build the fences for the mini cows or sheep or
Well, the chickens are getting lonely.
the chickens are. Yes.
So talking about buying things from you guys on the website, the first time I went to your website, I saw you can buy an alpaca, right? You guys sell
Yes, we
alpacas.
do. We do sell alpacas. We sell alpacas to either farms that have existing animals. We will sell them, one alpaca because they already have their own herd. Or if somebody wants to get into alpaca racing or somebody just wants alpacas.
That's when you get the 3-pack.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Brandon, are you listening? I'm going to start texting you every morning pictures of alpacas.
And one of the things that we'll also do is we will mentor people that buy, even if they don't buy alpacas from us, we will mentor them on how to raise and care for alpacas because we learned the hard way. We were pretty much thrown into this world of alpacas, not knowing much about caring for alpacas, and we figured that, or we feel that we have to give something back to people, so whether they are going to buy an animal from us or not, we're going to help them not make the mistakes that we made when we first started.
Sure. Well, gosh, I mean, some of the stories Val was telling me, I mean, the birthing process alone. I mean, there's so many factors to be able to do this successfully and correctly and safely.
Yes, and it is interesting because, they say that alpacas are very easy birthers. They typically are until they are not, and you have a problem.
Right.
And let me tell you, I mean, we have learned the hard way, and that's part of the reason why we want to make sure that whoever, either they have alpacas from us or not, that they don't have to go through all those painful steps that we had to.
That's great that they have you as that. I had that earlier too. So this weekend, Alpaca Farm Days. It's the 23rd and the 24th.
23rd and 24th.
23rd and the 24th, Saturday and Sunday. Go to Serenity Alpacas.com for more information. And we have more information posted in the description of this podcast too. So you can get information there. But get out and see that. And if you miss it, be sure and come out any day.
Schedule your own tour.
Yeah,
That's right.
Schedule a
Schedule
tour,
your-
come see us. We'll be more than glad to have everybody come up by.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whether it's, on Alpaca Farm Days, I mean, we would love to have everybody on Farm Days, but, any other time, just go to our website and schedule a tour. And if there is no, by the way, if there is not an available time, we'll always tell people, just give us a call. We'll make arrangements. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So somebody wants to come by, take a look at the alpacas.
If it's possible, we'll and we can adjust our schedule. We'll usually let people
Correct.
just come on.
Christmas is coming up, guys.
That's right.
Right.
This teddy bear is super soft.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this teddy bear is no longer available. But anyway.
Do have a chicken and a penguin
And socks.
Socks.
and socks.
That's
We have
right,
alpaca
yes.
socks,
Yes.
Alpaca socks are a must for this winter.
sweaters, wraps, shawls, hats.
Multi-talented family.
Fully outfitted.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fully outfitted.
yes.
There you go.
We can
Yes.
keep you warm
We are so thankful.
and cool in the summer.
And cool, yeah.
because it does both.
That's right. Kind of like feathers are, yeah. It does the same thing. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for breaking away to be with us.
Well,
here
thank you for
today
having
to-
us. Thank
to
you very
share
much. We enjoyed it.
the opportunity for Alpaca Farm Days and all things alpacas. And we are so excited that you guys are right here in Statesville. Well, right on the outskirts, but it's Statesville to me. So-
Serving
It's to us,
states.
too.
Serving Statesville.
That's right.
The greater
That's right.
Statesville area.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
Thanks,
See
everybody.
you this weekend at Alpaca Farm Days.
Bye.
Thank you for joining Discover Statesville. You can email us at discover@statesvillenc.com. Check us out on Facebook at Discover Statesville NC, #Discover Statesville, and our website, statesvilleNC.com. Catch us next week as we continue on our journey to uncover the hidden gems, culinary adventures, entertainment, and to be inspired and enlightened as we discover Statesville.